The concept of working for food is natural for all hunters. You may see your house cat as a cuddly cat, but beneath the sweet exterior is a hunter. House cats are hardwired to hunt and forage for food, just like their feline kin, such as lions, tigers, and jaguars. All cats, no matter the species, are hardwired to use their highly developed senses and physical skills to hunt, capture, and kill their prey. But are we encouraging this in our homes? Not really. And we're certainly not offering it enough to our senior and geriatric cats. You may think that your cat is fine just hanging out and lounging around all day while you're away, but I beg to differ. This is a common cat misconception. A lack of mental and physical stimulation is linked to a myriad of medical and behavioral issues in cats, but we can change that. By making a few changes to their daily routines, we can greatly enhance the lives and longevity of our feline companions. Food enrichment or foraging enrichment can be a powerful tool to prevent and manage many behavioral issues in homes with cats. This includes senior cats and younger cats. The right kind of enrichment can curb boredom and restlessness. It reduces frustration and destructive behaviors. It increases a cat's natural behaviors and as a result increases their health and longevity. It also teaches you new ways to play and bond with your feline family member. But before we start creating or purchasing puzzle feeders for cats, there's some very important factors that we need to consider. The cat's overall health, their background, their foraging and hunting preferences, medical needs, dietary constraints, and temperaments are all important factors. Any food enrichment plan should be integrated with proper feline veterinary care and feline nutrition. This ensures effectiveness and quality of the overall animal care you're providing each cat. Our cats are under the care of a feline veterinary specialist and a feline nutritionist, so their input is directly factored into foraging sessions. Our feline family members are not that far flung from their feline ancestors. The innate desire to explore their environment with confidence and to hunt for their food is still very alive and well within them, even our senior cats. That is why it is critical for us to consider the importance of environmental and foraging enrichment for our cats as they age. We have the power to help them to age with grace and ease. When offering any kind of enrichment to our feline family members, we want to consider the big picture. And that means everything from the temperature of the day, the time of day, is it dusk, is it dawn? Cats are crepuscular, so that would actually factor in as well. Is it too hot? Does the cat have a dark coat, so they're more likely to overheat if they're in the sun? Do they prefer to have it in the shade? Do they want to do it underneath a shelter of some sort? So these are things that we need to think about. For senior cats who are new to foraging enrichment, I like to use something really simple that's made of cardboard and that's very open and easy to access the treats that you're going to put inside. And you'll notice here that Bo is choosing to sit in the shade under the table, yet the novel item that he's interested in is in the sun. So rather than him overheating because it's in the middle of the day, I'm going to move the novel item over to an area that he's familiar and comfortable with. This is more in the shade. So here I'm tossing in a couple treats and I'm going to let him choose to participate. I'm going to set the treats down and he's already gone right for the novel enrichment item. At this point, Bo has looked away from his enrichment activity. He has other things going on in the environment that he's focused on. So what I'm showing you here is that if your cat starts to lose interest in the item or is confused or intimidated, you can toss treats like I'm doing around the area of the novel enrichment item to continue to keep the cat interested. Also something to note, I'm going to pick up the enrichment food. So he's less likely to smell that as he can smell it. So I want him to focus on the novel box because I want him to do the foraging on his own. I'm not sure if you saw that, so I'm going to slow it down for you. And you'll see here I'm pointing to Bo to get back over to the area. No force, just encouraging him. Then I toss some treats to let him know, the foraging activities in this area. So if you notice, he actually looks around, gives me eye contact to find out, did you throw something? Where did you throw it? Are you going to throw something else? This is something he's very conditioned to having us do together. So now he knows to look for the food in this foraging area. Something important that you want to think about is if you have multiple cats in your home, you definitely want to separate them while you have your senior cat do this activity, so the senior cat can move at their own pace and not feel intimidated by the other cats. Knox is being incredible here by sitting in his little box, so I'm rewarding him with food as I come back inside. So after I reward Knox, I go back out and I'm happy to discover that Bo is still foraging on his own, which is wonderful. That's what I want him to do. I want him to have these solo activities. However, if your cat is new to this, you definitely want to help them out throughout the process. I have somehow left a door open that I was unaware of, and Knox, our food-frenzied feline, has interrupted the activity. So some helpful hints that I think is important that we need to notice. You notice that I did not scold Knox when he came out. I left a door open and he got out. So if I were to scold Knox, or interfere in any way, it could be an aversive experience for Mr. Bo. And we want Bo to feel safe and comfortable during these experiences. So if I were to get angry with Knox, that could result in Bo having a negative association with the foraging if this was something that was new to him. Fortunately, these two get along really well. Bo never shows aggression with any human being or cat or dog, so I'm tossing him a treat to kind of show him it's okay, buddy, you can keep foraging. Knox isn't going to get in your way. I try and recall Knox the first time. You might have noticed that, but he was very focused on what he was doing, so I waited till I could get his attention, and then I recalled him again. So now I'm rewarding him for coming in, going to his station, his little Knox box, and then I'm rewarding him with a jackpot.
Oh, such a good boy. Thank you, buddy. Good boy.
So here I'm offering Knox a foraging board. This is one that he really likes to use, so this is not a novel item. This is something he's very comfortable foraging with. He enjoys it. He's choosing to stay in his box while he does the activity. So if you do have a multiple cat household, to reduce frustration while the senior cat continues to forage outside on his own, Mr. Bo is still having a good time out there. If you could see, it's kind of hard to see, but he's still out there foraging on his own, his senior solo time, while Knox, our more food-frenzied feline, is able to be inside and not feeling frustrated that he cannot get to what Bo's doing. So Knox can sit here and continue to forage on his own and have a really positive experience while the other cat has his own space. So the open cardboard box for senior cats is one easy way that you can introduce your senior cat to gentle foraging. And so here I've left that there so he still has a choice to explore it, but I've offered him another option. Now this is something that you can use with wet food if you have senior cats, because Bo doesn't normally have access to dry food. Now this is a dry food that's very, very low in carbohydrates. It's basically a whole prey diet that's been freeze-dried. So this is a great foraging activity for senior cats, especially cats with arthritis. It's a really great way to just have some gentle exercise. I have specifically chosen this type of feeder for Mr. Bow because it mimics his prey preference and hunting styles. Back in the bayou, he used to hunt for crawfish out of their mud holes, and this mimics that natural predatory behavior. So if we want to make sure that we're really tapping into each cat's preferences, hunting styles, and prey preferences, it's helpful to know their past. That helps you to incorporate their hunting preferences into their individual enrichment programs. So again, I've left the original box there, but I'm noticing Bo looks like he may want to go into the other part of the garden. So we're going to see if that's what he wants. And he chooses to leave the enrichment activity, which is fine. And I'm letting him make his own choices. Choices are empowering. And speaking of choices, what I'm doing here is rewarding our neighbor's dog who has been listening to us the entire time and has chosen to not bark at me. So this is something we've been working on for quite a while together. And she was so good throughout the whole enrichment activity, so I'm tossing her some treats because she chose to be polite. So after I reward Ophelia, I see that Bo is still standing in the doorway. He hasn't gone out to the garden area, so I invite him to re-engage in the activity he chooses to. Again, there's no training involved in all this. It's just letting them make choices. You'll notice that I'm silent throughout most of this with Bo because he is a master forager. So he doesn't need a lot of encouragement, but if this is new to your cat, you definitely want to encourage him in the best way possible. And you may notice some of our local birds have come to the feeder and to get some water. And Bo chooses to go out there, which that's his choice. The whole idea is to give him multiple choices during these activities. It's not about training them. It's about letting them engage in natural behaviors. Studies have shown that when animals are given an enriched, stimulating environment with a variety of things to do, smell, and explore, they live longer, they're better adjusted, they're more relaxed, they're better able to develop problem-solving skills, and they remember what they learn.
Want some water?
Here I am offering Mr. Bo water. At 19 years of age, he is having some kidney challenges, so we're working closely with our vet to increase his water intake and to make sure that his kidneys are working as efficiently as they can with medication and providing enough moisture through his food. So with the kibble and the dehydrated meats that we're offering through these enrichment foraging activities, it can make him more thirsty. It seems to happen with a lot of cats. So we want to make sure that we're providing plenty of water during and after these foraging activities. Our aging feline companions still need mental and physical stimulation as they did in their younger years, and we can provide this on a level that suits them and that's perfect for their individual needs and preferences. Aging is not the beginning of the end. This can be the beginning of a beautiful time together as you create these memorable experiences to help them thrive and grow and age with grace and ease. At 19 years of age, Mr. Bo is thriving. Still considered a geriatric cat, he is young at heart, and everyone that meets him can see this young cat inside. You have the power to offer that to your feline companion as they age. See that young cat inside, tap into those feline instincts, and grow together with them. That is life with your animal companion improved. If you'd like to learn more about feline enrichment for all ages and stages, check out our website.